For now, an animal rehoming charity near Braintree is trying to improve the image of Staffordshire Bull Terriers, a type of dog which has taken up many of its kennels. The Danaher Centre is making a film aimed at dispelling the myths that the dogs might be antisocial or dangerous. The general manager of the facility, John Kirkman, says he hopes the footage will help to change negative perceptions about the breed.
If we can achieve that education, which is why we exist, and people come to believe that the Staffy is much like any other lovable dog, such as the popular Labrador, Golden Retriever, etc., then we'll have achieved our objectives.
Well, Gary Darmont took Alfie home to his family at Christmas and is taking part in the film, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Gary.
Good morning, Ian. How are you? You all right?
Very well, thank you. And how's Alfie?
Absolutely wonderful, yeah. He's a big ball of fun. Yeah, he's a very affectionate dog indeed.
Because we just heard the manager there saying that they're like almost like a Labrador, not in looks, obviously, but in fun and affection and friendliness. Is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. They're also a little bit smaller than Labradors, so again, the perception that they're like a big frightening dog is completely a misconception. They're just so loving. All they want to do is just integrate into a family home, and at the moment, Danaher's got quite a few in there, and people really should give them a chance.
Now, you've got two young daughters. Did you have any concerns about taking a dog that, let's be honest, has got a bit of a bad reputation into your home with your young family?
No, not really. I mean, I was brought up with a Staffy when I was a lad, so that was quite a few years ago. But no, a lot of the issues really is actually it's the owner on the end of the lead. It's normally not the dog itself. So it's all just about educating the family, making sure the girls understand any like signs, not to like wind the dog up. Really, exactly the same with any of their friends.
Yeah, because I suppose even small dogs can be nasty dogs, can't they? It's just how much damage a dog can do, and this breed it does look a bit of a muscular dog, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, again, I suppose it goes back to their breeding, which is what they was bred for. But it's no different, really, I suppose, to if you look at the analogy of a boxer. They're trained to cause damage, but outside of that, they're just as the same as everyone else.
I used to walk a Scotty dog for an old lady neighbour when I was younger, and he would always try and, be really, aggressive to Dobermans and Rottweilers and all the rest of it. He thought he had to prove a point, and sometimes, a small dog can cause as much problems.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we take Alfie to obedience classes, and he probably integrates with about 20 other dogs, and the most aggressive dog there is actually a Yorkshire Terrier.
Really?
So it's little man syndrome. It really isn't the breed. It can be absolutely any dog at all, but the Staffies, they're more than likely to lick somebody to death than actually bite somebody.
Interesting you say you're taking into obedience classes as well, and you said earlier it's not always the dog, it's the owner, and I just hear that every time we do stories like this. If you establish the right chain of command in the house, and if you treat the dog like a dog, you shouldn't have any problems.
No, absolutely. He really is. I mean, he's just become one of the family. I couldn't imagine our life without him. As you said, he knows the boundaries. It's no different to having another child.
We've talked a lot on the programme today about image, and when you take Alfie out for a walk, do you get people giving you a bit funny, some funny looks? Do they cross the road to avoid you?
It has happened on occasions, yes. I'll be honest. You do kind of meet a lot of different people. A lot of other Staffordshire Bull Terrier owners will actually acknowledge you. It's not a status symbol. It's just we all know how loving they are, and we just want to give them a chance. And people should really get on the Danaher website and actually have a look.
And it's not just dog owners as well that need to be responsible, because we were talking about this in the office yesterday, and one of my colleagues who's a dog owner says the amount of parents who just let their child stroke a stray dog in the street or a dog tied up outside a supermarket without checking with the owner first whether it's a friendly dog. We can all play our part here, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely. So Alfie's the first family pet as such dog that we've actually had, and even before that, as you said, you can't let a child just go up to any animal and just start stroking it, because you never know what it's going to be like. So yeah, absolutely, it's an education piece for the whole family.
Well, Gary, thanks very much for your time this morning. Much appreciated. Gary Darmont there. And Alfie, who we took home at Christmas and will be taking part in a film aimed at changing the image of the Staffordshire Bull Terrier.